just a month left before matrics sit for their final exams, but many have lost large chunks of the academic year due to Eskom's power cuts. Those that rely on technology to study have also been severely impacted. KZN Education is visiting Mdluli High School on the south coast to check on preparations. eNCA's Lethiwe Mdluli joins us from there. Good morning, Lethiwe. Talk to us about the matriculants' readiness ahead of that all-important final exam taking place in just a month. What are they saying?
Well, good morning, Vundo. This morning we are, of course, in Mdluli High School in the south coast of KZN, where it's been, or the countdown has already begun, rather, for the matriculant exams. Of course, the biggest question on everyone's mind is whether matriculants are ready for these exams, especially because of the load shedding issue that we have in this country. Here in KZN, we also have a shortage of teachers. But right now, I'm actually joined by the MEC for Education in the province, Mbali Fraser. I want to bring her in so she can answer these very important questions that we have for her. MEC, thank you so much for joining us at eNCA. Firstly, I want to talk about load shedding because it's something that everyone is talking about. Are matriculants ready for exams, especially with the disturbance, stage 4 load shedding? It's very hectic.
Good morning, Fundo, and your viewers at home. Today, as KZN Department of Education, we are here to encourage our 174 plus learners who are full-time and 23,000 who are part-time, to remind them that it's now 30 days to go. We are here to conscientize them that despite all the challenges that we have and that we had, but we are still have the examination to write. The issue of load shedding, it is going to disturb us a lot, especially here in KZN. We therefore appeal to Eskom to make sure of that these disturbances that are happening must come to a stop. We are encouraging our learners that despite all the challenges that are around them, they must focus. We know exactly that we do have another challenge of security in our schools. As the government in KwaZulu-Natal, we are working with SAPS and we are going to ensure that our schools are a safety environment for our learners to write. Though it is difficult, what is happening, it's not a problem for education per se, but it's a societal issue. We therefore call upon our communities in KZN to stop disturbing our schools. You'll notice that in the few days when the communities are complaining about issues of water or electricity, they go to our schools and target our schools. We therefore appeal to them that must come to a stop. And it's a criminal activity that they are doing. We therefore rely on SAPS again that they come in and assist us as schools.
MEC, in terms of the load shedding issue, I'm going to come to the issue of safety because we did have a recent shooting in one of the schools here in KZN. But are there plans in place if schools are disturbed by load shedding, especially during exams?
Yes, we will try in as much as we don't have enough resources, but as the department we are going to try and do some means where we can. We will try and provide generators, but to be honest with you, we are mostly relying on Eskom to do what is expected of them to do so that our exams are not getting disturbed because of load shedding.
And in terms of the safety issue now, not so long ago I actually covered a story in Durban where a learner had stabbed another learner, and more recently we were learning about the shooting that took place in one of the schools here in KZN. What are your interventions to try and stop this?
We are relying more on SAPS and the community. As I've said earlier on, that this is a societal issue which is now manifesting itself in our schools. We therefore again appeal to our communities in KZN that they take this period very, very serious. Even parents who are at home must come to school and assist us to ensure that our examinations are run smoothly.
And lastly, MEC, before I let you go, I can't let you go without talking about the issue of teachers. The unions have been going on for years now about the number of teachers in schools not being enough. They want teachers hired, and now, especially because we're heading into exams, a lot of matriculants, some of them were without teachers for majority of this year. Are you hiring teachers? What's the plan there?
We're still in negotiations. If I can tell you, still in PPN consultations. So I'm convinced that come March next year, definitely there is something that we will be doing as KZN Department of Education. That will be the first one. But again, in all those schools where we had challenges there and there, we have tried to assist. We have tried to assist. So we think that our learners are ready for the exam.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
So, Mfundo, of course, that is the MEC for Education in the province, Mbali Fraser, just basically taking us through their plans that they have. Of course, it's 30 days until matriculants sit down for their 2022 exams, and I do believe that KZN has one of the most learners or matriculants that are going to be sitting down for those exams.
I can only imagine how anxious those matriculants are. Hopefully all of those alternatives will assist them and they write their exams very well. Thank you very much, Lethiwe. That's reporter Lethiwe Mdluli. More news